At the class reunion, Tony accidentally dropped his car key on the floor. Only then did everyone realize the dirty beggar they used to bully and look down on was now driving a luxury car they all dreamed of. Turns out when Tony was a child, his parents got divorced, not long after his mother abandoned him. From then on, Tony became an orphan. Luckily, his second uncle often brought him food. Otherwise, he would have starved to death. But his uncle was still in the army back then. He could only send some living expenses every month or two. Tony had no money to buy clothes and never changed outfits. Because of the smell, everyone called him a little beggar. No one wanted to play with him. Over time, Tony became quiet and withdrawn, and slowly developed depression. But in high school, Tony fell for the class beauty, though he knew she would never like him back. One day, he accidentally knocked her fountain pen to the ground. He quickly picked it up and wiped it clean on his shirt, but that action made his classmates even more disgusted. As he tried to return the pen, the rich class bully kicked him away and publicly mocked him for being a beggar, daring to touch the class beauty's pen with dirty hands. When Tony tried to hand her the pen again, she glanced at the disgusted classmates around her, then told Tony to throw it away and gave him a crushing blow. Tony never forgot those words, because he knew she looked down on him for being dirty. Later, Tony couldn't afford college, so he worked on a construction site to survive. He swore he would make something of himself. Then suddenly, a car crash happened right in front of him. Tony rushed to save the driver and called the police. That one act unexpectedly changed his life. The next day, the car owner gave him 100,000 yuan in gratitude, which was a huge sum back in those days. Tony gave the money to his uncle, who had just retired from the army. His uncle immediately decided to start a business with it. Within a few years, the clothing factory grew bigger and bigger. Tony, as the biggest shareholder, earned large dividends. One day, Tony was about to leave with millions in profit when he saw the class beauty at the factory for a job interview. Tony was about to say hello, but she turned and left in tears. Only then did Tony realize she didn't get the job. Just then, his phone rang. It was a message from classmates organizing a reunion. Tony decided to take this chance to return the pen. He accepted the invite in the group chat. The day of the reunion arrived. The rich class bully was showing off his new car by the road. Everyone admired him, until they noticed a luxury car parked nearby, several levels above his. The crowd rushed over to check it out. Not knowing Tony was sitting inside, the bully stood outside calling out to the owner, even offering to be his follower. When no one responded, he unwillingly left with the others. Inside the venue, everyone surrounded the rich bully. Even the teacher flattered him shamelessly. No one knew Tony's identity. They laughed and gossiped about his school days. Just then, the class beauty stood up for Tony, saying everyone had bullied him in high school, and they owed him an apology. This made Tony see her in a new light. He didn't expect her to defend him, but the teacher sided with the rich bully. The bully even took out his car key, joking that he needed a driver, and might contact Tony later. As everyone laughed at Tony, his car key suddenly dropped to the floor. All eyes instantly widened. Tony bent down to pick it up, but the bully snatched it away, insisting Tony couldn't own a luxury car, saying it was probably just a lighter. He pressed the button forcefully, and the sound of a car